Hello, intersequential students. I'm making a tutorial for you on how to make your comic look all old and timey, I guess. This is what I got so far, an original Calvin and Hobbes, but it is just, got it off Google Images right here. This is what it looks like. As you can see, this is probably what most of yours is going to look like. It's very colored. Maybe yours is black and white, maybe not. But I just went with the color one. I can do black and white. I might add that, maybe not. But, so this is all, straight color, no shading really. But it'll work for really anything. Just same stuff. First thing you want to do, copy this image in Photoshop, create a new document. Best to do, since this is wide, we'll do 17 by 11 at 300 dpi. Go ahead and paste that in and resize it. Or if yours, you scanned it in on the 11 by 17 printer, you should not have to resize it. Assuming you drew it on an 11 by 17 piece of paper. Next thing, I Googled, searched, I believe it was newsprint texture. It's just newsprint, nothing special. Go back to Photoshop, paste that in over it. Go ahead and transform that so we get it to fill the whole page. I went ahead and just cropped it around the edges. You don't have to. So the blending mode up here to multiply. You're already going to get this yellowy color to it. I like to desaturate that. And you do that by going to Image, Adjustments, Human Saturation, and pulling the saturation slider all the way down. It looks kind of weird right now, but I'm going to fix that in a second. Go ahead and put that layer away. We'll get back to it in a minute. On this layer, the Calvin and Hobbes, the comic, or your comic, we're going to give it that printed weird color halftone thing. So we're going to go up to Filter, we're going to go up to Pixelate, Color Halftone. This is going to give you a couple options. Channel 1 is your red, green, blue channel. Channel 2 is red. Channel 3 is green. Channel 4 is blue. What Photoshop does is it always gives you these color presets. You can change them around if you like. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to set this for 85. And I'll set this up to 70. 70, not 700. Let's see what we get. Looks kind of odd. But then again, that's the way it is supposed to be. Sometimes the print goes all wonky. That's good. To give these a few more adjustments, go up right above your layers into where it says Channel. You're going to get your red, green, blue, your red, green, and then your blue layers. I'm just going to play with my red one for right now. Select my red. Hold, if you are on a Windows, hold Control. If you're on a Mac, hold Command. And click the little thumbnail. Then, holding the same Control or Command button, use your arrow keys to nudge this image over. Don't move it too much. I'd say maybe only one click in any direction. Deselect that. You can go to Edit, no. Select, deselect, or Command or Control D. Down on my green layer, I'm going to select this, just bump it up one, and move my blue down. Fantastic. Turn that back on, and it's going to look kind of crazy. That's what we want. As long as you can still make out what it says. This is like a newspaper in horrible shape right now. Really bad print day. Maybe I'm going to fix this blue up a little bit. That was pretty good. Go back to our layers. What I would do is turn this one on. Now what that's going to do is it's going to take away from a lot of the color. So we are going to, right above that, we're going to add some more things. So if you go down here, below all your layers, there's this whole layout here. If you click this little this circle, half white, half, I guess, gray, I don't know. You can go to brightness and contrast. Bump your brightness, not too much. I guess if you want, you could give it some contrast, but it isn't necessary. It's not going to change too much. And then next filter you want to put on top of it is called photo filter. Right now it's going to make it this weird red color. We want to change it to custom, an orangish tan color. Maybe a little bit more tan. This will give it a paper yellowing effect. You can change the intensity on that effect. You can make it look like papyrus if you want. But you don't need to give it too much. Just enough so that the paper looks kind of yellow. That'll be good. Good for there. And if you want, you could be done with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the link, or in the description, I'm going to include a link to actually download this Photoshop document. So all you need to do is I'll set up, let's see, I'll create a new folder. This is going to be titled Image. Now in this folder, all you need to do is say this is my image right here, this is my comic. I just need to go on this layer, create a new layer in the folder, and paste it in. That's going to put all these adjustments on top of it already, but it's not going to give it this pixelated thing. You're still going to have to take that image, go up to filter, pixelate, color halftone. You can use Photoshop's defaults, that's pretty good. I just played with them a little bit. I would use the defaults, unless you really know what you're doing with them, which I do not. I was just playing around. And that's that. So, super easy. Shouldn't really take much time at all. Maybe 10 minutes at most.